What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where you get to know local skaters on and off the board. And today, our couch boys are, we have a guest sitting in for Listo, Rudy Barroso, and we got David Peralta sitting in.
What up, everybody?
And now let's introduce our guest today, Stephan Estrada.
What up, homies? How you guys doing?
Dude, thank you for joining us.
How you doing?
Everybody out there, you may know him as Stephan, or how do they say it?
All the OG homies call me Stefan.
Stefan?
Mostly Stefat from BP, the dojo.
The dojo. You call it the dojo as well.
That's what they put it onto.
Yep.
So
shout out to that.
I was there at the end of them, or the end of me being at the park was them starting to call it the dojo.
Yep.
But still family, so we adapt.
Shout out to that. And, well, thank you for joining us today, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Let us know what city you're repping.
I'm born and raised Baldwin Park, but I live in Elhammer now, but Baldwin Park.
Baldwin Park?
Mm-hmm.
How did you start skating?
I started skating just from, obviously, like, saw Tony Hawk video games and stuff as a kid with my little brother, older brother. And then neighborhood kids kind of skated around a little bit, but obviously not really doing too much, just pushing around, trying to, like, figure out how to ollie. It wasn't working out. And then I remember going to, I think, like, the hospital to, like, pick up medicine with my mom or something as a kid, or my grandmother. And then on the way back home, we were stuck on the hill. And then I remember seeing some dude just, like, rolling down the street and just heard a skateboard, and I turned around and I was like, what the heck is that? And then just see him come by and then go down the street, and there was the sidewalk that just wasn't a little curb cut like we have now on every little corner. It was just straight, like, 6-inch sidewalk. I thought he had to stop, pick up his board, get on the curb, start over. No, he just ollied up, kept moving. And I was like, that looks cool. I want to do that.
That's right.
Started bugging for a skateboard.
Dude, that's crazy. Just from that moment, seeing that. Did your older brother skate?
No, my older brother didn't skate. It was me and my younger brother.
Okay. But he played the video game.
Yeah, he played Tony Hawk with us.
That's cool, man. And watching those or playing those video games, did you get to the end and watch the videos as well?
Yeah, I got to watch the videos, and at first, being that little kid, because I didn't really skate too much at that time. Because the games came out when I was like 5, 6. So I didn't start skating until I was about 11.
Oh.
But playing those video games, I always thought that was like kind of movie and stunt guys and stuff. So I didn't know that was actually possible because no one around me skated yet. And then I actually saw kids skate, and then I was like, oh, you can actually do, like, tricks and stuff, and those videos were real. Yeah. And that's what, like, I got more stoked on, and then it just got me hooked and kept watching them and
that's dope.
Learning more. And I went back to playing the games again, kind of watched them if we could, because my siblings kept every single, like, game console as long as we possibly could. We used to have, like, a little Super Nintendo with, like, I think it's like a Sega Genesis and stuff like that.
That's right.
Pretty sick, yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah. Dude, shout out to that, dude, that you got a board. And how long did it take for your mom to get you one?
So my dad actually got my first board.
Okay.
But it was like a big 5 random, like, put in plastic. The wheels were off, so you can, like, put those on, but the bearings didn't really roll or anything.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, starting to skate with kids with that, or, like, the neighborhood kids, my little brother. And then I would, like, push a bunch and not go far. Other kids would push, like, 3 or 4 times, be down the street. And I'm like, what the hell? This isn't, like, the greatest. But I kept doing it just because I loved it.
That's cool, man. Yeah, because if you tried their boards, I'm sure you'd see a big difference or feel a difference.
Yeah, but I rode that board because my dad got it for me probably, like, summer or something when I was, like, 11, so maybe, like, 2005. Skated that for probably, like, 6, 7 months until maybe, like, Christmas or my birthday. And then my cousin Tommy, his now wife, but when they were dating, she had got me a skateboard from her uncle's skate shop because he used to own a shop in Long Beach. I don't know the name. I wish I did. But she went in there because she had seen me skating on, like, a Christmas in the cul-de-sac at my grandma's.
That's cool.
And then she just bought me a board for my birthday.
A complete or just a deck?
A complete.
Dang.
And, like, that was like it was an element complete. I remember elemental awareness. So they, like, every board that was bought from that series was like donating a little bit of the proceeds to like plant trees or help with like the Amazon rainforest, things like that.
That's cool.
And so that was cool. And it was like random white trucks, black wheels. But I remember that was the first like proper skateboard I got. And as soon as I got it out of the box, just ran outside, kept skating.
I know. Forget the rest of the presents. You're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
That's rad, dude.
Yeah, it's like that was
it's always those Christmas complete stories that I love to hear, you know? Because that's the most excited you're ever going to be. Like, I feel like as a kid having that feeling, you're like, when you get older, there's, I don't know if it's the same anymore, but that first one, man. Damn, that's amazing. Shout out to that, dude.
Yeah, it was super sick. I remember because my family didn't know what like a complete board box looked like or a skateboard box. So there's plenty of other presents to open.
Yeah.
And my cousin had came in, she was with him, and she had like said, "Oh, I have a present for you," and then asked my parents, like, "Can I give it to him right now?" And they had unknowingly said yes.
Yeah.
To the worst present to give me at that time. So
couldn't get you back in the house.
Nope. As soon as I opened it, I was like, "Cool, I'm out." And I just like went to go skate, and I just stayed in the cul-de-sac, skated.
That's so cool. I mean, that's a gift that, you know, that if, as a person, you know, I'm like, I didn't waste my money on that one. They're playing with it already out the box.
And
you
like, I don't even know if she had to buy it because it was her uncle's skate shop.
True.
And I actually believe, or from what she had told me, is that Terry Kennedy was staying upstairs or somewhere in that neighborhood, and he would go to that shop, and like that's where he was like hanging out, getting hooked up.
Sick.
And he was skating for Element at the time, so apparently he's the one that kind of like, oh, like let's get him this, and like kind of hooked up a board for that. So that was a random indirect thing that, like, she told me. I was like, that's really sick, but I didn't know how true it was. But if it is, it's so sick.
I mean, she knew the name.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't make that up, really. Like,
yeah,
like there's some guy upstairs, Terry Kennedy. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but yeah.
Yeah, now it's unfortunate, but at the time it was like, oh, really? Like, that dude helped me get a board? Like, that's kind of sick.
That is sick.
But times are different now with, unfortunately, what's gone on, so.
And when you got on that board, did you have other kids in the same neighborhood that skated as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So when I got that board, I remember, like, I can't remember if my little brother also got a board around the same time I did, or if I gave him my old one when I got the newer one. And then, but there was another kid around the street. His name was Gabriel. That like, he had an Element board too. He had like a navy blue one with the red like Element logo that was like tilted to the side in the middle of the graphic. I remember him like skating a little bit too. So like he was one of the first people I kind of skated with. And then he just kind of like stopped skating, fell off, started doing other things, and then
You kept it going.
Yeah, I kept skating. He never really got into it. He just did it a little bit and like fell one time, broke his arm, and that was it.
That can happen.
Yeah, I've seen it quite a few times, especially like working in skate shops now. There's like kids that I'll see, unfortunately, like set up some boards and they like are super hyped, and then they come in one time and they're hurt, and I'm like, what happened? They're just like, like got hurt, or like can't skate anymore because like hurt my arm or I broke my leg or something. Like,
can I return
like,
this?
Gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like I try to help them be as like set up as possible to skate.
Right.
You can't be there with them while they're out, so you just try to teach them to be careful and have a good time.
I mean, every kid can have a skateboard and like as a kid, but not everybody is going to have the abilities and skills to do it. It may take them a little longer to do it. Some kids are just naturally, like, as soon as they get on any kind of like bike, whatever, roller skates, they're just good at things. But I feel like the skateboard, I feel like it naturally weeds out who's not going to be able to do it, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely different. And like now what I tell people is like when they're starting to get a skateboard, they think of it like, oh, I can just stand on it and face forward and roll forward. And I have to explain to them it's not like a bike, it's not like a scooter. There's no third point of balance. It's just you on something that's moving. So you have to trust that you're on it, and then that thing is going. Like you're in the car, you're not like trying to trust anything else in the car. You're moving with the car. Yeah,
I could like the scary one. I think would be relatable would be like a snowboard. If the first time you start going on a snowboard, if you're not used to the speed, you could get a little scared on that thing.
Yeah,
man.
you don't like understand the basis of like carving, power sliding, slowing down.
Exactly. Once you know the basics, then you feel a little more comfy. But like going like 2 inches, it feels like you're jamming. You're like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, a little like sudden movement can like rock someone a little bit and kind of frighten them for a split second.
Yeah. So, but that's rad that you stuck to skating. Are you goofy or are you regular?
I'm regular.
Regular. All right. And besides the cul-de-sac, were there any other spots you guys would go hit up or?
It was like the cul-de-sac for a little while, and then when I was about like 13 or so, I had moved or I had gone to live with my mom because my parents had separated when I was about 11. So that could have been another reason why like skating kept me going a little bit more. And then I remember living in Montclair for a little while and skating around there a lot. So I remember being maybe 2 blocks away from the skate park. They'd like called it Shark Park. I don't even know the actual name of the park, but there's just a giant shark in like the playground down in the hill.
Is that the one with all the bowls?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember going there, and I remember Mickey Alba taught me how to drop in.
Oh shit.
Because Mickey Alba and Salvo would be there, so they were the first pros that I would see, and I did not know who they were at the time.
Yeah.
And it was like them. There was a guy, Josh Rodriguez, and then Alicia Bigato too, when she was a little girl. Because like we were both little kids, but she was just ripping. And that was sick. I remember trying to learn how to board slide on her flat bar. There's a little two-stair there and a tall flat bar that was maybe like 12, 13 inches. I couldn't get on at the time because I was a little kid just starting to skate. And I was like, oh, I can board slide this rail. I was like, she's trying it, I can try it. And then it kept like slipping back. Ooh. And then it was her dad that was like, you probably shouldn't try this anymore. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't try to skate a rail anymore. And then just like stopped and just kept cruising around the park, like doing my own thing.
But that's how gutsy you are as a kid. You're like, oh my gosh, like if she can do it, I can do it. And you're going for it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen kids go for it and they're just folding in half and they just get back up and try it again. You're like, what the heck?
Yeah, dude. Some slams like I've seen or I've like that have happened. I'm just like, oh, that's a surprise that we're okay. Let's just keep moving.
Did you ever pad up or you just straight?
Oh no.
Right.
I remember wearing a helmet for like 2 minutes. Just like my parents were like, you have to wear a helmet, and I was just like, all right, fine. I don't want to. They're just like fully against it, like trying to say no, and they just like made me do it. So I'd wear a helmet a little bit, and then I'm like, no one else is wearing a helmet, please. And it's like, fine. Took off my helmet. And I'm like, cool.
I feel like when you're little too, and you're got that big helmet, like how you feel like I see people, they don't even feel like they're centered. They're like off balance because their head's like helmet's
like
too big for their little head.
Big heads. They don't like fully have like equilibrium yet. Now they're just like bobblehead, just have something rattling around. But it's definitely necessary for kids to wear helmets.
For sure, if you're starting out, yeah. I mean, it just depends on what kind of kid you are. You should if like I said, if it's difficult for you to learn, then pad up. But if you're one of those kids that are kind of natural
and just like resilient as well,
yeah,
take it.
If you're a baby falling off the sofas and no one ever told you anything, you never cut yourself. You're like, I got this.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't care about anything.
Yep,
I'll take a beating.
Yep. All right. Did you guys have any like crew name or anything like that when you were growing up, or did that come later on?
No, I didn't really have like any sort of a crew name or anything. Like, or I wasn't a part of their whole like little team switch or nothing like that. So I just like skated with all my friends.
Just skated with the friends?
Yeah, just skated with all the homies. That was always just fun to do. I remember the first like little crew I started skating with was out in Montclair. I don't talk to any of them anymore. I think the last time I talked to one of them was maybe like 3 years ago. Just like random, like we found each other on Instagram and it was a little quick like conversation.
Oh, what's
up?
I
remember it was like it was like, oh, how you been? Like, oh, cool, like sick. Well,
cool.
Like, have you been skating? No, I've been working. And then like no response from one of us. So
yeah,
like that was kind of about it. But it was like I remember this dude Andrew. He was the one that was good. So everyone was like, oh, Andrew, like hey, like look at this trick that we did. But it was like Andrew, Alex, Brian, this guy named Kevin, and then another guy named Alex. Or if I mentioned him twice, maybe. But
yeah,
there's like that little crew that I started skating with.
All right.
And like that was cool. I remember I learned tray flips with like that little crew playing a game of skate because the guy Alex was super good. We were already in like just 8th grade.
Yeah.
And he was already doing like switch tray flips and like switch big flips and shit and just off stair sets and stuff. And I was like, how are you already this good?
Like I said, some of them are just naturally that good. But that's cool. You're already tray flipping though.
Yeah.
By the 8th grade.
Like, yeah. So that was cool. It took like 2-3 years to learn how to tray flip.
Okay.
So I remember doing that. Feet were super close together, like right above the back bolts, and just tossed it. I learned those from the homie Lazaro. Lazaro was the one that really taught me how to tray flip. Like, he was a PP homie that I would skate with when I would go back, just like all the other dudes. He's part of our family as well.
Shout out, man. I was gonna ask who influenced you to keep going. Like, what kept you on the skateboard this long?
Just all the homies.
All the homies?
Yeah, just like doing it, helping out the homies. It's also been like a surprise to see all the cool stuff like that we've been able to do just from playing with a wooden toy. So
Isn't it amazing?
yeah, it's so sick. Being able to like travel around with friends, just like get cool opportunities, help people out. I've helped a few homies become pro, which is so sick. Just video parts, filming, traveling around.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
shit,
it's always the best.
Do you prefer the street or park?
Definitely the street. If we're
Streets.
talking about like filming, streets always. Like, I'm not a big fan of filming in skate parks. I'll do it with the homies from time to time, but I'm not a big fan of it. It's cool. Like,
It's cool?
I get it. But yeah, street.
The
like,
streets.
definitely with the homies is always a lot more fun. I unfortunately get stuck more in the park just because of like getting out later, filming with the homies. The spots that we will get to, it's not a spot for me. Or like I'll skate a little bit, but I'm trying to help the homies get clips and get their projects done, and then I'll go skate later. So
That's
usually
amazing.
end up in like El Sereno Park at the end of the day or something.
So you're basically more now filming now out there in the streets. Okay. What made you want to pick up the camera?
So I didn't really I started shooting photos first. That was the initial thing I wanted to do. And then I was filming with a bunch of homies that were out of like the Covina area. So I was filming with the homie Robert, who was the filmer. And then Tony, David, Jarek, Damien, Brian, just a bunch of homies. So like we were always out skating. They had already filmed a homie video. They were filming a second one, and I joined the crew at that time, started to film it with them. And then because I had shot photos, the filmer Rob had everyone else film it, and no one else was really filming how he wanted. So he just had asked me like, hey, can you try to film me? Because you understand how a lens and camera works. And then I was like, yeah, I'm down. The first thing I filmed was terrible. Like the frame was here, and he was like all the way over here while pushing, and I was like, dude, no, that was so bad. He's like, oh, it's fine. I'm in the clip better than some other people, and like, you're good. And I was like, no, nothing I ever filmed is going to be that bad again. And because I had already had a T3i and a fisheye that I had bought from the homie Nick, who was also in that crew, I bought it from him for like $300-400, just the camera and the fisheye. And that was the same camera and fisheye that the homie Rob used to film us.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I have that. I have a handle. Like, let me just start filming the homies in the skate park. Unfortunately, I did start filming in the park. But that's where I learned how to use a fisheye and film like all the homies.
That's good
And then
to
I
do,
just
yeah.
film in the park for like a week or two, and then like had the footage, delete the footage, whatever. Unfortunately, but just like, oh cool, I have it. And then like I just got better at filming to film clips.
Yeah.
And then the next time we went out filming, he wanted to film another line, and I remember that was at Wilson with those skinny hubless. He did a half gap flip over a trash can, and then a front nose grind, I think, on the hubba. And he was the filmer doing like lines like that, which is so sick. He was a handrail monster. He would skate big old rails. I'm super sick. But filmed that, and then he watched the clip, and he's like, what happened? He's like, what happened to this? And I was like, oh, what'd I do? How'd I mess up? Like, how bad was it? And he's like, no, this is way better than last week. Like, I'm solidly in frame. You filmed good. Like, you stopped right. Like, what happened? And I told him, I was like, oh, I just filmed with all the homies for the last couple of weeks in the park. Got better at it because I told you nothing was ever going to be that bad. And
That's
then,
good.
like, unfortunately, he moved away to Sacramento Not unfortunately. Like, unfortunately for us, because
for you,
the homie's gone.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's not skating with us anymore. But we moved up to Sacramento to help out with the board brand he was a big part of, which is Ambassador Skateboards.
Ambassador, okay.
And they're like a Christian board company, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a part of them doing, like, a lot of their, like, social media stuff, team management stuff. And then he just decided to move up there because they're based in, I believe, like, Vacaville. And they do a lot of, like, skate ministry stuff and church things like that. And he moved up there just to, like, help them out. And then he had met or was already, like, dating his now wife, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So he just went up there for that. And all the homies still needed a filmer. So I just kind of became that guy and just took up that role while he was gone.
Okay. That's dope, dude. That's cool that you picked up the camera and just wanted to roll and do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the time I was still, like, trying to skate too and, like, filming with them. And, like, hey, do you want to, like, film this with me too?
Mm-hmm.
But then it got to a point where, like, the homies got so much better. So I was like, oh, okay. It's time for me to just make sure I got you covered. And then I'll, like, enjoy my time later. Just because, like, I don't, like, you just lost your mind at a spot for, like, an hour and a half. I might not skate it, or if I do, I don't want you to sit there while I lose my mind for, like, hour and a half, 2 hours, like, trying to do something. So let's just keep going to the next spot, get another clip.
Damn. That's cool, man. I mean, that's being, like, not selfish, you know? You're just like, I want to, because you're both in the battle together anyway. You know, a lot of times, like, for some people, they'll feel bad having their filmer, you know, because they're battling a trick or whatnot. But, I mean, if you're there because you've got that guy's back and you're there, your purpose is to film, that then the guy knows that's the last thing on my mind. You know,
Yeah.
I just got to get this clip.
Yeah, the homies know that I'm always down to film. Like, I'll sit there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit there as long as you're trying. And, like, as long as my batteries are good and as long as you're trying, I'm down.
That's dope.
So,
You ever have to tell them, like, just to see if they can get it quicker, like, we're down to 2%, and then they just do it, and then bam, you're like, yeah, we've got a lot of battery.
so, like, no. I'm just, like,
okay.
if I'm, like, I'm usually, or not usually, but I'm pretty damn straight up. So if I'm over it, I'll tell them, like, hey, I'm kind of over it. Or I'm getting over it. Like, yeah, 5 more.
Okay.
But like I said, if you're trying, I'm going to be there in the battle with you because we're working on it together. So
Yeah. And you know the skater, too, because there's those skaters that you tell him, okay, dude, 5 more, and he'll be like, all right, and he'll give you the 5. And if he gets it or not gets it, will not. And then there's a skater that you tell him 5 more, and then you know that's going to be like a 20 more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's actually funny because now that, like, thinking about it, there's been a handful of times that we've been trying to trick or filming with different homies. We've tried to trick for an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 3. And then I'm like, hey, maybe we're tired. We need to take a break or, like, go get some food or something. Maybe we can come back later. It's all good. And then there's like, all right, for sure, one more try. And that's the try they do. And it's like, hell yeah, let's go. Like,
Yeah.
we got the trick. Let's go get some food. Celebrate now.
That's dope to do.
If it's, like, late enough in the day, we might go celebrate with a beer or 2. But
That's
most
cool,
of the
man.
time, we're just getting some food. Hopefully it's some burritos. I love them.
There you go.
Well, sometimes what I like to do too when I'm filming is I tell a skater, look, I'm getting over it, but I'll give you this option. If you stick it again, I'll give you another try. And it's kind of like I let them buy tries off of me. But it motivates them
You
to
just
get closer
incentivize
to
them.
it. Yeah, like it motivates them to get closer because I'm like, look, you get 5 tries. But if you land one, now you get 6. Or if you stick one, now you get 7. And then you stick another one, you get another one.
Mm-hmm.
But if those 5 tries go up, I'm like, that's it, dude. We're cutting it. Because I'm already, you know how you said, I'm already over it. We've been here for hours and it's not going down.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I'm sitting there suffering, but I'm gonna film.
Yeah.
I'm down. I have the homies' backs. So as long as you're trying, I'll be there.
Okay, dude. How did you get with Stix SGV?
I got with Stix after working for another shop that had just closed down. Derek had actually hit me up. Derek Gerlach, he's the manager of the locations, and he runs the Claremont shop. I'm over at the South Pass shop, but he had hit me up like around COVID when things shut down at the other shop, and then they needed some more help over in Claremont. So he had just reached out to me and asked me if I was down to kind of join the crew and see what was going on. So I had a meeting with him and then George, who takes care of everyone at the shop. So we talked with them, had a little meeting, and then just still wanted to be a part of skateboarding because this is kind of what I've got and like helped me out so much. So I want to give back to the community. That's so much, that kind of taught me what I know. So I was down to join the crew and then just helped out over at Claremont.
That's dope.
For a little bit, and then I worked over there, worked at Monrovia as well, jumped around in both shops for a little bit, and then in 2022 we had opened up our South Pass location. So that's the location that I'm sitting at, and over just working, running that one. I'm there about 4 or 5 days a week, just taking care of the South Pass community, trying to help the kids out and get them stoked on skating.
That's so rad. That's cool to be working at a skate shop, man. Because, I mean, when you're a skater, that's kind of like when you're a kid, too. You're like, dude, I just want to work at a skate shop. I want to do this, that. Everything you want to surround yourself with everything about skateboarding. And that's what you're doing, man. That's cool.
Yeah, because I remember, like, my first skate shop experience, it was a cool shop. It was called Monkeys. It was out in, like, Ontario. It doesn't exist anymore, but it's when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably, like, 2006 or 2007 when I went over there for the first time. And then I remember, like, seeing all the boards on the wall and just like, oh, I want that one. And they gave me the board, gave me the sheet of grip. I was like, all right, here you go, have a good day. And I was like, oh, okay. Or, like, it was my first board after getting the Christmas complete. Yeah. So I, like, didn't know how to grip a board. I didn't know how to put boards together. I was just like, all right, well, like, let me figure it out. And then just, like, I had actually gotten from the skate shop dudes, like, right when I was walking out, they gave me a little, like, paperback DVD, like, oh, here we have, like, a freebie for you.
Yeah.
Take this. So from that, I just, like, all right, cool, what is it? Just didn't know what it was. It said, like, I don't even remember the cover, but it said Salmonaga. And I was like, okay, cool. Got home, put the video in just to watch it. Like, I don't know how to put this board together yet. I'll figure it out, but let me just watch the video because it's something new. I'm excited. And then sat there, put the video in, and it was Salmonaga, kind of like, hey, what up, guys? This is how you're going to put a board together. This is how you, like, grip a board, figure out if you're goofy or regular, how you push, do, like, Chinese nollies, firecrackers, monster trucks, or at least that's what I call it, a monster truck. When you roll, like, just roll up a curb, front truck, back truck.
Okay,
just, just jam up a curb and you just keep going.
That's so cool to know the name of it.
Those. I call it a monster truck.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that was the actual name. It just reminded me of, like, you're just monster trucking up a curb. So I remember watching that, and that's when I learned, like, oh, I could do that now. So I remember playing the DVD, gripping the board, pausing. Oh, dude, like that. All right, cool, play. And then I looked at it, I was like, damn, this sucks. The grip was so bad. So I was like, it's good. And just put it together, went outside and skated. So,
yeah, air bubbles and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty. I mean, in a way, I was gonna say, damn, that skate shop didn't even help you out, put your grip on, but at the same time, they gave you a video so you can learn yourself, and I think that's the best way, man. Like, it's funny that you brought up grip right now because my brother showed up yesterday. I wasn't even gonna talk about it, but he came over. He's like, dude, I got this new board. I'm like, that's cool, man. He's like, think you can grip it for me? I'm like, wait, what? And he goes, yeah, I never grip boards. Like, I always have someone do them. Like at the skate shop, he's like, I was gonna have 88 do it, but I didn't buy the grip from them, so I didn't want to ask. I go, yeah, you don't do that. You don't go tell somebody to put your stuff together if you didn't pay for it there or something, you know. But yeah, I gripped his board from him. Like, this is how you do it, buddy. It's pretty simple.
And that's another thing I do, like because I didn't have that. Like, I would show the kids how to do it now. Like, from that experience, I was like, okay, if I ever am a part of a shop or run a shop or, like, help out kids, I'm going to show them how to put a board together.
That's the best thing, yeah.
With kids now, like, set up, like, their first couple of boards and then, like, their fifth board, sixth board. And I'm like, hey, you watch me enough times, you should be able to kind of grip it. I'll help you,
and
but you're going to try it.
And they got to make the mistakes in order to know what not to do the next time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I'm always open for them to ask me questions. Like, I'm here to help them because I didn't have that as a kid. So I was like, any question you need, like, hit me up. Because when I was the kid's age, I had that same question but didn't know how to ask it.
Because sometimes it is intimidating when you go to a skate shop as a little kid, and if they don't treat you, you know, the right way, you know, you could be like, dude, these guys are scary. I don't even know if I want to go back there again, you know? Mm-hmm. But when they're super cool with you, like, there's one guy that was at a Liberty board shop back in the day in Brea, and Sean Farron, he was super cool. That was, like, my favorite dude. Like, every time I went back there, I was like, I want him to help me because he was just nice, you know?
And that's a sick thing that, like, I get when, like, if it's, like, my day off or I'm out doing something or on a trip or whatever.
They're asking for you?
Yeah, and I'm like, really? I'm like, that's tight. Like, that's cool that I can be a part of that for, like, a kid's, like, skate life.
Yeah.
I'm just like, cool. I'm like helping this kid, getting him stoked, and like he's excited to see what like he's excited to come to the shop, see me, and just hang out
Yeah.
and like support. So that's always the sickest.
Yeah, that is cool because that is a place where kids come and hang out and, chill. And it's a great vibe in the skate shops, man.
Yeah, they're the best. Like, more people need to support more skate shops.
Are you now the filmer for the skate shop?
Yeah, I've been filming for the shop as long as I've been a part of it. And then I'm also filming some other projects with other homies and other crews. So just trying to stay busy filming.
I'm sure you can stay busy. People are always looking for a filmer. It seems like, especially a dedicated one.
Yeah, I'm always down for the homies. So
that's dope.
Like that's another thing. Like I always love just being around good people, good solid people. So the crew and the dudes that I film are always rad people that I'm genuinely stoked to be around. So
that's dope, man. All right, and what's next? Are you guys putting a project together for Stix right now?
Yeah, right now we're currently filming our second shop video. Because we had a shop video back in the day called Grip Like a Vice. I wasn't a part of it at the time, but I'm filming it with our dude Victor Hernandez. He is a great filmer, editor. He actually did a lot of the filming and editing for the first Stix video.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Yeah.
At first I was like, is that me?
No, that's our couch buddy over here. They did ask the rules before we started, and then I forgot to say turn off your cell phones.
My phone's always on vibrate.
Or vibrate, just turn the ringers off.
Unless I'm genuinely expecting a call.
Yeah.
Then my phone's on vibrate.
Yeah.
So if I don't answer, my bad. Apologies, homies.
It's all good. Well, let's take a quick break real quick right now because I noticed my stream deck went off, so I want to see what's going on with that, and then we'll be right back.
I appreciate it. See you in a second.
And we're back, everybody. Yeah, I wanted to make sure the stream deck is working because we're talking about Stix SGV, so I wanted to show it on the screen here so everybody can go follow them, check it out.
I like how Stix does the stick bucks.
We got a loyalty program. Ask us we have a loyalty program. Come into the shop, ask us how you can end up being a part of that. We got you on the notices for all the Duncan Raffle releases that we have going on. And then we also have a couple of deals in the shop for you guys. And then every purchase that you make, you get 5% back into store credit for the next visit you got in the shops.
That's dope. Do you guys also do like the Nike things when they have like the raffles and stuff like that as well? Like if they have a new dunk coming out, sometimes you go to the store, you buy something, you get a raffle ticket in order to have a chance to purchase, I guess, the shoes. I don't know how that works.
So what we do is we do a lot of them just online raffle. So you just enter through an email. And then there are sometimes just to make sure that it's like we kind of do it a little differently from time to time. We do have people come in store and fill out a raffle ticket and drop that off with us.
Yeah.
And then
because it gets crazy if there's too many people.
Yeah, it can be a little bit hectic, overwhelming when there's like a new dunk release. Especially like this last week there was the Nardwar release. So a lot of people were just calling the shop, "Do you have the shoe? Do you have the shoe?" Yeah. And then we gotta inform them about how we run it and do the raffles, so they're aware for the next time there's a drop that they want to try to be.
Is that the one? On. Which one's that? How's it look? It looks like wrapping paper or something, or
you would think it looks like wrapping paper, but Nardwar has this kind of plaid, green pattern looking deal that's like almost Christmassy. Yeah. But that, and he has like I believe it's like a beret or something. But he wears that kind of a hat, and it has a little poof ball on top. That's the red-blue colors, so it was that kind of a colorway for him.
That's cool. I've seen some people sporting it. Yeah,
I think SB filmed a shoe.
Yeah,
but he does good interviews.
Yeah, he does. It's insane how he can have so many questions that people are just like, "There's no way you should know that. How do you know this?" Yeah. People have like said or like thought and conspired that he's like a CIA agent or something, that he's just like a spy or something like that because of all the random questions he has that he's.
I've been through that whole conspiracy theory on YouTube where I was watching. I was like, I almost fell for it too. I was like, dude, what if he is?
Yeah, you're like, he knows way too much. I don't know any of these people, but he knows way too much. If he doesn't know these people.
That's cool, man. Dude, well, shout out to that shop, man, because, I mean, I know sometimes it's hard out there for some skate shops, but you guys have been hanging in there, man. That's amazing. And then, plus, you guys brought us a dope-ass board. You brought us a dope-ass board.
Yeah.
Stix board.
One of my favorite graphics that we have in the
Todd
shop.
Francis.
Yes, thank you, Todd. We
That's
appreciate
amazing.
that. We love Deluxe over at the shop. They take care of us, and we support them heavily. So we're always stocked up on Deluxe products in the shop. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That's amazing. And then you had this, you brought your toy machine board here, which is pretty crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit.
That one's yours, so that one doesn't stay
controversial,
here.
so- No, but
But that's still amazing graphic.
it's a good one. I
Yeah.
love it. Don't back any of that nonsense. You gotta take care of everyone and just be good to people. So that's why I back that
cool.
graphic.
That's cool. Yeah, you could put the back over there. That's fine. Just cover it out. That's nice.
It's all good.
I just wanted to show the crowd.
Yep, gotta just say something. Some people may not be stoked, but whatever.
All right. And then you brought some Strange Love, too. How did you get a hold of these boards?
Lovesick.
Lovesick. I'm sorry. I apologize to Lovesick.
No worries. Brought a few Lovesick boards because Alex, the homie, he's another dude that we heavily rep in the shop. He is running this board company, super rad brand, and it's pretty local, but he's also been one of my favorite filmers since I found out about filmers when I started filming. I realized like, oh, there's like a couple of them that film all the great videos that I genuinely grew up watching.
Mm-hmm.
Almost Round 3, he filmed a lot of the clips in that. He filmed a lot of Baker stuff. He filmed a lot of Zero stuff. He filmed a lot of mystery stuff. He did a lot of the editing for the 411 videos. So I was like, dang, this dude is kind of a legend, super rad. And I've been fortunate enough to be connected with him and help film a little bit with some of his riders who are also some of our team dudes. And then just love supporting the homies that continue to do dope shit. So he's
That's
one of them.
cool.
And I always love his graphics. They're so good. And we always carry them in the shop. So anytime you need a Lovesick board, we got you.
That's dope. I love it. Dude, that's amazing. To be, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of person that influences you to keep it going, right?
Yeah. And then we've just like been in talks about just like filming. I get to like nerd out with him a little bit, talk about skateboarding, filming, being a filmer, being somewhat of like team management standpoint, just making sure like riders are taken care of because I'm always out with our shop dudes and my other homies, so I want to make sure that everyone's taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Like the homies I film a VX video with, they're out today.
Is this your camera here, right?
Yeah, this is my HD camera. I don't have a VX, or
Okay.
I do. I have a VX21, but it's not really what I use. I have it. I love it.
Mm.
Haven't used it in a while, but film on HD. This is the HMC 150. I've been using this since I think COVID. Actually,
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's when I bought the camera after upgrading from the T3i. Needed to get something new so I can film a little bit better, or
Mhm.
work a little bit more, and also the zoom rocker. That's the best thing. Always gotta have a camera with the servo zoom and the rocker. So good.
Peralta, you know about cameras.
What do we, I was just listening.
Thought you'd have something to say right there.
He said it all. He broke down the camera perfect.
Just love it. But I am thinking of getting something else soon. I'm looking into other cameras so I can upgrade and keep filming moving, and have some more fun with different projects and different ideas. So
Are you gonna go big camera like that again, or are you gonna go like you know how they get the photography ones and put the lens on it?
like the DSLRs.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing like a DSLR just to do more like fisheye stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking of getting one of like the Sony cinema cameras,
Okay.
just because those are I feel like gonna be the next thing that everyone's gonna be filming with. But I'm still gonna keep this because this is just such a genuine raw look, and everyone kind of loves, or a lot of skateboarders, we love to hold on to the past. Just like
Right.
we still film with the VX, which is a camera that's 30 years old.
Right.
So we're not gonna stop filming with older stuff just because it looks so rad. It sounds good. And then sometimes skateboarding doesn't look as rad or like exciting when it's super crispy and clean and like super clear. You can see everything. It's like too much of a production at that point. But
I could see that. I could see that. I mean, it depends what kind of look you're going for, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, first of all, I'm not the skater that I think it looks sick if I had like some cinematic, you know, shot of me doing a trick. But I'm like, I'm not going to do something that's, I think, worthy of that, like movie quality worthy, you know, just for my taste. You know, I would rather have the raw look and, you know, street kind of look. Because I'm not doing the Nyjah trick down the 12 stair at, you know, anywhere. I don't know where there's a 12 stair. I was gonna say Hollywood High, but is there 12 or is it 16?
There's both.
Okay.
One on one side, one on the other.
All right, edit that so it sounds good, please.
Yeah, but he had what was I gonna say? Like I forgot the train of thought.
Oh, cinematic.
Oh yes, cinematic. There is like Ty Evans. He's an amazing filmer, and a lot of his stuff is super rad because he's like pushing how you can film skateboarding.
Exactly.
And that looks sick. But I'm, like I said, just skateboarders kind of holding on to old stuff. I love still watching older videos, the old VX stuff, videos from the early 2000s. First video I ever watched, and one of my favorites to this day is gonna be Fully Flared. Okay. And then I remember watching What If a lot from the Blind video. I was also like heavily into South Park with my family. We would get in trouble for just kind of making fun of each other. I would get made fun of like, quite a bit from them because they always had better jokes than I did. But I remember their like intros and stuff where all the South Park characters are so sick.
Dude, yeah. I mean, you mentioned Fully Flared. I just think Mike Mo, you know, like, man, what a skater.
Yeah, my favorite is like Mike Mo, and then my favorite one forever is Mark Johnson.
Mark Johnson.
Yeah, favorite skater forever.
That guy.
Without a doubt.
They went like 3 songs in a part?
Yes.
It's got so much skating. You know? Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, when I was working for the other skate shop, we were doing an event with Adidas for an Away Days project. And then they, like the riders were hanging out and they were done kind of doing a demo. I went outside to go smoke on a break. And Mark Johnson came up next to me. He was like, hey, do you have a cigarette? And I was like, yeah. Just gave Mark Johnson a cigarette. Like, sat there, hung out on the curb, smoked a cigarette, talked skateboarding for a little bit, and just like art and photos. And it was pretty rad.
That's
and then
dope.
I was like, sick. And walked away and just nerded out and like, I just hung out with Mark Johnson. That was pretty rad.
Was he doing a business and company at that time?
I believe he was. I believe he had just started doing a business and co.
Yeah.
Which is so sick. I always liked a lot of those graphics. They're pretty out there, but the collage work was sick.
Yeah, I got 2 of those boards while he was selling them. But if you bought like 5, you had to save some stickers, and they send you a free board or something. It was crazy.
Oh, that's sick. They had kind of like a little rewards program.
Like if you,
almost like
you know
stamps.
that little peel sticker, this one like this, he said just save that, but it was a little different.
It's like a business and co like deck program or something.
So I had like 2 saved to the side, and I was like, I never got another board. So
you're like, oh well.
I tried. I was trying.
I got like 30% there. We're almost there.
Yeah. But that's rad, dude. Hanging out with Mark Johnson.
Yeah, we just kicked it for like a little 10, 15 minutes. Pretty sick. It was American Spirit, so those cigarettes lasted a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't really
at the time, I was gonna say, like, if you didn't smoke, I would have been like, dude, I'll find you one.
Oh yeah.
You know, dude.
I would have just been asked like, I don't, but I have a lighter probably.
Yeah.
You want to hang out for a second and just casually talk about anything?
That's cool, man. All right. Do you have a dream spot maybe you want to go shoot at?
I definitely want to go out to Europe. Haven't been out there. Want to go to Barcelona, film out there. I do want to go back to Mexico City. I got out there for my brother's wedding a few years ago, and just by myself, just lurked around Mexico City, shot some photos, just cruise around the city.
Looking for spots or just
exploring on my own. Oh, everyone else was doing other like kind of wedding weekend stuff. I found out I had like a little bit of free time, so I was like, oh, let me just kind of cruise around and wander. I found spots, found little plazas that weren't too far, found super rad, just kind of like banks, a couple of like street rails that were pretty tough looking to skate, but they looked really cool.
I was gonna ask, is it gritty out there, or is it like smooth surfaces?
It's pretty. Where I was in Mexico City, it was pretty good. Like
Okay.
the ground seemed pretty dang smooth. There's like little like kind of granite plazas, kind of a deal. So they're good ledges. I didn't take my board or anything, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But there were some kids that were skating in one of the plazas when I was walking around, and they saw me. I was like probably wearing a shop shirt or a Spitfire shirt or something like that, and then I was wearing just like kind of ripped pants or like, I just looked like a skater that wasn't from Mexico.
Yeah.
And then they just like looked at me, saw me, and then they're just like, "Do you skate?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like I just was kind of just like sitting there watching them for a little while, and then they're like just skating flat ground, like sharing boards, and then I was like, "Oh, this is sick." And they're just like, "Oh, like, can you kickflip?" And I was like, "Yeah," I just like did a kickflip and then nollie flip, straight flip and stuff, just like fun little flat ground because I hadn't skated in a few days.
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Oh, sick! Like that's cool." And I happened to have shop stickers at the time in my bag, so I just like pulled out shop stickers, gave them some stickers, and then kept going.
That's rad.
So that was sick to see those little kids just skate around.
No Instagram exchanges or nothing like that?
I don't know. I don't even think they had a phone like that. I don't even think that was a whole thing. But told them about the shop for sure, and then they maybe like looked at like the shop or something. But
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
it was
rad.
good for us.
Now one of them's pro thanks to you. It's inspiring them.
That would be sick.
That would be sick.
And then like also shout out to Mexico because one of my good friends, brother Greg Rodriguez, he skates for the Mexico Olympic team.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Shout out
been
to
doing,
Greg.
like, a lot of like the kind of street league and like world skate stuff. So dude's super rad. Love that guy.
We had him on early on, like maybe in the 30s or something like that, or maybe 40s.
Yeah.
Can't remember what episode it was off the top of the dome, but yeah. Yeah, he's been in the studio.
I think it was like before he was doing all the SLS and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's pretty cool to say that we got him before he went famous.
Yeah, no, I love Greg. That dude's so sick. I'm proud of that kid. Just working hard, skating.
All right, that'd be cool to get you out there, man, and see if you can get some photos or shoot some clips out. You said Europe, right?
Yeah, like Europe would always be sick.
All right. What about in the States or something? Is there a dream spot around here that you haven't been to? Because you showed us that video from YouTube, and man, dude, that the stuff you've been filming, you were at Clipper.
Yeah, that was one of the good homie Jesus. He came out from Chile for a few months, maybe 2021, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
He was out here for the 3 months, I think. Got here in October, or no, he left in October.
But he just came out here and
He came out here for like a summer.
work.
Yeah, he just came out here, got to work, just filmed a full video part in 3 months. Impossible crooked grind clipper, tray flip no slid the hubba over at like Torres, like Paul Revere, I believe that's the Pure Rod school, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did just impossible no slide, nollie frontside flip, or nollie flip to fakie, I guess you would say.
What was it called? Mental
breakdown.
Mental breakdown.
Yeah, Jesus Munoz.
Damn. Well, we'll put that in the description for sure, so people can watch it. That's you filming that most of that video, right?
Yeah, there's just 2 clips I didn't film. Another
Okay.
good one that I didn't think we had time to watch, but another one I'm really proud of is another good homie of mine that I'm working on another project with right now is Ryan Carell. We had filmed a part. It's just like a solo part that he wanted to put out on his own.
Mm-hmm.
We filmed that a few years ago, and it was so sick. So I want people to kind of go watch that. You can just look up Ryan Carell on his Instagram, and he has his YouTube popped up. So his Instagram is Ryan SK Carell, I believe.
SK Corral. Okay.
But that's another part that I'm really proud of that we had worked on, put out. And he is working on some for DGK right now. So that's another thing that we're pushing, helping out with. So trying to get that going, just help out the homies because I've been filming him for about 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I met him through the previous shop and other homies that I was a part of. So he just like became a good, solid dude. One of my brothers has introduced me to some really rad people and has helped me get some good opportunities. So not just because of that, but we always.
But,
I
mean, when you're doing positive things, man, positive things start happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You meet the right people and you make the right connections, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So we always just helping each other out, and like I said earlier, I like good people around me, and all the people around me are really rad. So we just want to help each other push, do better, and like kind of be productive. So we're always trying to just kind of better ourselves.
That's dope, dude. I love that. Keep it positive, man.
Yeah, just kind of help each other out. We're all here, so why make it harder for anyone else?
All right. Is there a dream sponsor you want? Sony?
Damn, that would be sick. That'd be insane. Sony or...
I mean, it doesn't have to be a
even
skateboard
like
brand, you know?
Even like if it was like Sammy's camera or something, just like all the endless equipment that you can possibly borrow and use and have.
Oh man.
I don't like. That's actually a good one. I never really thought about like what would be a dream sponsor. It would probably be like gas or something, like gas or flights or something.
That's a good
just
one.
because like I'm always down to pick up the homies and drive around. So like that's what it would definitely be used for, because that would be used all day, every day.
Shout out to gas, man. We would love to get some free gas.
Oh, dude, for sure. It's getting expensive.
I believe me, especially when you get out to those LA areas and you have to start filling up over there. It's like, whew, it's almost like $7 a gallon or more. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, that one that's next to Placita Olivera, that's just like $9 a gallon right now.
Yeah, I feel like that's the most expensive gas in all of LA.
Yeah.
I'll say it, and I'll randomly, jokingly say it, and people are like, "There's no way. Have you looked at every gas station?" I'm like, "No, it just seems like it, because look at how high that is. Makes no sense."
I don't know anywhere else where it's close to $10 a gallon.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know, and that makes no sense for like where it is.
Yeah.
And how it's like so expensive. Unless you're absolutely stuck in traffic, you have gone nowhere, and your car's about to die. Like that's the only option. Then like
that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
You have to bite that $10.
I just trip out that there's always someone there fueling up, and I'm like, damn, these people are really paying the 10.
I don't know. That's
Unless
crazy.
they're not
Yeah.
from here, they're just like they don't know. And you're just like, oh damn, it's expensive. I didn't think it was this bad, but it is.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, gas would be nice. Is there a particular one you like to stop at?
I kind of like. I use like.
You just use whatever.
Yeah, I do like Chevron or like Shell or something.
I don't know why I don't like mixing them. Like I'd have to be like almost on E if I'm gonna choose a different damn gas.
Yeah,
I don't know
like,
why.
It just
feels
depends
weird.
on like kind of where I'm at, because I feel like most of the time, like I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure.
I should actually ask, because I have friends who try.
Like you got Kool-Aid and you got Kool-Aid, but is this grape and cherry or what's
Yeah,
going
like,
on?
what sugar
here?
do you use in one of these? You know, like, do you sugar or stevia? Like,
You know. So I don't know. That's
Well, I mean,
just me.
Some dude told me something that kind of had me thinking one time. He's all, what's the difference with all these gases if there's only a few refineries in California? So that if these trucks are all going to the same refinery, pick up the gas, and put it at these different gas stations.
That's what my friend said. My friend's dad said it once. He's like, it's all the same. You think it's just coming from different places? Nah.
Because they're picking it all up at the same refinery.
yeah.
But they might cure it different ways or something. You know what I mean?
Like
I
have a
don't
different
know.
like mixture of like gas to
This one's
water
got
and
tech grind.
whatever.
This one's got whatever.
Just like the same thing with skateboarding, like or in the skate shop. That's why I tell kids all the time. That like kids will come in and they're like, "Oh, look, like this brand's better than that brand," but like they haven't really skated the boards, or like they've only had one board or something. And they're just like, "Oh, this one's better than that one. Those ones always break." And it's like, you've never even broken a board. Like how do you know what is broken or not, or like which ones are good? And then I'll show people like, and then parents will always ask as well, like, "Oh, which one's like the best board?" And like we have a couple of like the DBX deluxe boards, so I'm like, these ones are good. We have a couple of Power Flight boards on from time to time. So I'm like, these ones are like gonna be stronger for sure. They will like last you quite a bit longer, but they're also like twice the price.
I mean,
of a regular
they
board.
all get like, I think just the type of glue they use, everything's gonna make a difference. And then of course how you land on your skateboard is gonna be the ultimate key.
But
Are you landing on the center? You're gonna snap it. You're breaking the tail off.
yeah,
But as far as like you said, the VX, those things last pretty long. They just get, to me, I don't know, I haven't ridden one in a while, So I don't know if the technology had changed, but they were like once they got a razor tail, they were dangerous.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I forgot about those, like the NHS, like the VX decks. Like there's those, and then POW does the flight boards, and then Deluxe, they do a DBX board, which is like basalt wood or a basalt layer, 2 layers. Or like it's a thinner board.
That's crazy.
Thinner, lighter board, but it's a lot stronger and supposed to be like more durable and snappier and like hold its shape better. I haven't skated one of them yet, but they
sounds
really
interesting.
rad. Yeah, they feel really light. I'll grab like a standard board, like 7-ply, and then one of their 5-ply boards. I'm like, oh, this does feel a lot lighter and different.
Yeah,
but then like
it's just all a person's preference too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What's your board setup?
Right now, like I have. Or are you asking for like my board, my foamy board?
What do you like to? What's the shape and all that stuff you like to ride?
I like right now I'm riding a crooked board. Like I'm riding like one of the standard 825s. But I love the Mike Anderson crooked shape.
Okay.
He has a like a little bit more round square 838, but it's a 14 1/4 wheelbase, and that's kind of what I like. And then I am gonna set up one of these Lovesick boards pretty dang soon because they're good. I like the shapes. The wheelbase is good, and solid graphics. Good brand. Good homies. So.
Yeah. Sometimes if you're stoked about the board, you're gonna have fun on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the big thing I always tell kids. Like, what board do you like?
Yeah.
For the first one, and like I'll obviously try to get them a size that would work.
That's gonna work.
But if they're just like, I just want this board.
That's how I was.
I'm like, all right, fine, here. Like, because you're going to be stoked. That's going to get you excited to pick it up, go outside, go skate, go ride it. So, like, that's the one that you want. That's yours.
That's cool. Yeah, later they'll start figuring out later on. Like, I didn't know until, like, oh, I want more of a nose on this one. I picked this one because it has more nose on it. And then, you know, in the 90s, board shape started going from mellow to, like, concave as hell to, like, back to mellow to now. I think they got it dialed in now. At least I do. I like what I like.
Yeah. It takes a while to kind of figure it out. I remember the first couple of years of skating, I didn't even know that there was different size boards. Yeah. I just sort of like, oh, that graphic looks cool. That graphic looks cool. I would like buy a board, it's a 775. Buy a board, it's an 825. Buy a board, it's an 8. I'm like, oh. Yeah. Like, why can't I see my wheels? Why can't I see my wheels? Why is this heavy? Why is this longer? Like, I didn't know. Yeah.
And like, me too. Like, there'd be a board, I'd buy a different board. I'm like, and I just thought, like, I lost my tricks or something. And I'm like, what? I can't do the same tricks no more. I'm, like, not getting the same feeling. And then all of a sudden, you're right. Oh, yeah, maybe because I didn't have that scoop area I used to have before, whatever, because the wheelbase is different or whatnot. But
yeah, like the tail's flatter, the tail's not there. It's a shorter tail, so it doesn't get you.
I just discovered wheelbase a year ago. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, don't just ignore it. It's going to...
dude,
it's a madness. Just ignore it.
I go nuts because... You know how sometimes you have the longer wheelbase and you're like, my board feels like a long board. And then I get a smaller board and I was like, my board feels like a fucking tech deck. And then I started, that's when I started realizing wheelbase.
Yeah. That's like, I really noticed it when I was getting hooked up from the homie Ricky Planchich, I believe that's how you say his name. Sorry, Ricky, if I say it wrong. If you even watch this. I love you. But I had... was getting almost boards from him, and those ones, they had the dimensions printed on the top layer of wood or like embossed in it. Right. So I knew exactly what size I was skating every time. So that's what got me to really enjoy the 14 1/4 wheelbase. That's the one. Like, okay. I even got the Costin V8 trucks, or those were gifted to me. The like Venture adjustable, or not adjustable, but like the double drilled wheelbase trucks. So I grabbed boards that the wheelbase was a little long, and I put those and like shortened up the wheelbase by 1/2 inch. And just like one truck goes in a 1/4 inch, the other one goes in a 1/4 inch, so 1/2 inch shorter of a wheelbase. Try those, and it feels like, I'm like, oh, this is like a big board, but it feels good. And then you have a little more room on the nose, a little more room on the tail.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, back in the day too, those that started changing where all our trucks used to have like 6 holes in them, because depending how they drilled your holes on the skateboard, it fit either or, you know?
Yeah, Indy does that with their 159 and up. They have a double drilled top hole.
Okay. Yeah, I think ours was the one on the towards the inner side, but if I remember correctly, I don't know. Yeah. It's been a long time.
Oh, but yeah, riding a crooked board, and then Thunder, the T2 trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Love those. They're such a good truck. They're one of their newest truck. And then Spitfire, the lock-in fulls. I love the bigger wide wheels.
Okay. You're a Spitfire guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I like
that.
Spitfire, and I really like OJ wheels too, but Spitfire is always the go-to.
Okay. Is there a grip preference?
Mob usually, just because I can't do solid black grip tape. I always have to rip up, tear my grip, or do something.
Oh, okay.
These guys know about it, or at least Goat does.
Yeah.
So or I always use Mob because you can rip Mob, and it's kind of like a cracked grip.
Yeah.
It looks like almost like earthquake cracks and things like that. So that's what I usually do. I just rip up Mob and just throw it on my board.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I'm old school, man. It's gotta just be black all the way through. I used to put a line in it when I used to have a tail, but now I ride the symmetrical board. So
You ride a twin nose or a twin tail?
it says it's a hybrid. It's the twin paddle. Chris Roberts calls it. It's his chocolate deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a GO69 if anybody's looking for the number on Crail.
Yeah, GO69. I
Yeah.
remember riding some of those boards.
They're good. I like them. They're one of my favorite shapes. So I just ordered another one, 825. I'm going back down. Hopefully I can make it to an 8 and see what happens. And then maybe if I don't like it, I've got to go back up again.
Flip it around again.
Yeah, because I got on an 8.5 now, and I'm like, I wasn't liking it when I first put my feet on it.
Mm.
I got so used to it, and I've been doing a bunch of tricks on it, and I'm like, killing it. I'm like, maybe I like 8.5. I don't know, but I don't want to go. Next thing you know, I got a size 9. This thing's the shit. Like, no,
Yeah,
man.
you're like, geez. Like, then you're...
I got the heroin boards now.
Right,
Like, hell yeah, let's
A
go.
lot of the homies ride those. There's a few people at El Sereno that ride the heroin boards. A good friend David, he is always setting up like a new egg, like Eggzillas, things like that. Just letting people kind of cruise around on them, try to skate them. And then I actually have been skating with Curb Killer Ira a little bit more lately,
Sick.
or recently at least. And we've been going out and getting some Costco clips, things like that.
Ooh, the
pretty
curbs.
dang good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fun sessions at the curbs.
I've always wanted to go there.
Cool to see when the homies show up.
Yeah.
It's good. There's always someone there. It's definitely a fun time.
Those boards look
Gotta show
dangerous,
up.
man. They look like, because I've ridden a bigger board before, and I couldn't get my feet off of it, and I, like, planted, and I was like, boom, just went straight to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't bail it.
There's so many people and homies that I've seen try to skate the Eggzilla, the like 13-inch wide, like the skim board shaped one.
Yes.
They've tried to like just push through the park on that thing and kick the side of the board and go sideways, get tossed. And I'm just like, I know exactly how that feels. But like, just because filming I've done that, I've like kicked the back of my wheel and gone sideways and just like destroyed my ribs. Either like bruised or fractured a rib at one point.
I'm sure we all done
And
something
then-
like that.
And then if you have the camera, you're trying to sit there and save the camera.
That's exactly what it was. I was filming a line with the homie Joey Hilbert. We had filmed quite a few parts that ended up on the barracks before they unfortunately kind of closed down their website. The parts are still floating around. I'm pretty sure you can find them on YouTube. But I know we have them in our computers and hard drives.
Yeah.
But we were filming a U-turn line and started filming, and I thought I was done with the turn. Went to push, and I was still like half turn, solid push, and just kicked myself and turned sideways. Like saved the camera, elbow to the ground, just landed right on my elbow, on my ribs, and then just like rolled over, couldn't breathe, set the camera down. I was like, ugh. Just dying for a second.
That's the worst.
Me and Rudy both took the same slam, filming each other at LP
Oh,
on the same turn.
Oh, exact same spot.
Did you do that same
Skid
thing? with
out?
the Push or just?
No,
slip or
it
hit
was
something?
just slip. I guess it was slick, and both our wheels just went. Burr! They gave out on the turn,
Yeah.
but we both felt the exact same spot, and the exact same turn, and we
The
both
clips look the same.
yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Like your slam, his slam, just frame by frame, just
Yeah.
slam together like a mirror.
But yeah, those are the worst slams right there. Just trying to save the camera and then
Mhm.
knocking yourself out.
Yeah, like just taking yourself out, you just go down. That does suck. It's happened a few times. But
Yeah.
thankfully,
Yeah,
most
well.
of the times are pretty good. I can like get out of it, kind of save myself. I'll get like a little scrape or two. We're good. No worries.
It's more embarrassing, like when you go to take off, you kick the board instead of step on it, and it just, you're like, oh.
Oh yeah. That's always good. It's like that, or the when you go to like pick up your board and you miss the tail,
Oh.
or you like barely tap it and you miss your hand, and you have to do it like 2 or 3 times,
I did
and
that.
then you're just like kick it away from you, just like whatever.
Yeah, you damn thing.
I just
Yeah.
did that the other day at the skate park too. I was trying to pick it up, look all cool, and I was like,
Oh,
I just
Oh.
froze. I was just
Oh.
froze, and I was like, no, not happening.
yeah, you're just like, oh shoot, I missed. Just you pick it up on your own, just walk away. You're like, damn it.
All right. What are your hobbies off the skateboard? What are you doing if you're not skating or filming?
I when I'm not skating or filming, which is a lot of what I'm doing, like that, work in the shop, and then if I'm not doing either of those, I'm just either hanging out with some good friends, or going out shooting photos, like walking around, kind of in the mountains, hiking around, or
That's
out by
fun.
the beach, or lurking around, like painting, doing things like that. Just
That's cool.
exploring a bit. I love being outside. I've never been an indoors kid. Like anytime my family had asked anyone when we were growing up, like, where's Steven? Outside
Yes,
somewhere.
Outside on a skateboard.
Where? I
As
don't
soon
know,
as
like, he's somewhere.
As soon as the first day he got his skateboard, he hadn't been outside yet.
Yeah, even like before that, I was just outside doing something. I was always playing like basketball, baseball. I played football too, but basketball was the best one, and then baseball was second.
Do the parents support your skating?
Yeah, like they definitely like helped me out. Of course, like
That's cool.
of course, Dad bought me my first board. He wasn't the most stoked on it, just because he's like, oh, I don't want you to get hurt, and like I was pretty good at basketball, so he thought that like I would go to like
Go
be
that
playing
route.
basketball, like do high school and stuff, because that's what he did. And he loved it, and I loved it too. And he was my coach for a lot of the years growing up playing sports, which was super sick. 'Cause I was like, oh, like this is fun, but that also made it like I have to really do it. I can't just like be a kid, and mess around, like
Yeah.
have fun, joke around. But
Yeah.
I also wanted to take it serious too, so that's kind of why I was like, oh, I wanted to do it, and I just kind of felt like I burned myself out of playing the traditional sports.
Yeah.
And skating was like, I can do this with a group of friends, which is like my team, but it's all up to one of us to either do the trick, not do the trick. So it doesn't matter if like I'm skating with me and Rudy, then like he doesn't do a trick. Like
Yeah.
that's not my fault. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't lose.
You
because of it.
didn't let
Or
the
like
team
if-
down.
Or
you know
like
what
if
I
I
mean?
didn't do a trick and like Rudy did, and it's like, oh, I didn't let you down. Like I just like that's my fault. Like I
Yeah.
think that's on me. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, man. Like it. You should only be competitive with yourself. You know what I mean?
and like at the end of the day, like skateboarding is really fun, and like it can be a job for people. People can take it serious, and a lot of people do, but it's also just like it's a wooden toy to help express like either inner frustrations, just random joy, or just you want to be creative, or you just want to do, you have to move and like want to do something. So
Yeah.
and like that feeling of just kind of rolling on concrete, rolling on bricks, like that feeling of like wheels underneath
Yeah,
you,
I love
such a
it.
good feeling. Like,
Yeah,
there's nothing
yeah.
else like that.
Hell yeah. You guys have any questions for him? Rudy?
Yeah.
No,
Every time you guys just like
they're so
look at
quiet
each
today.
other. I
Well,
wonder why.
well, I kind of wanted to ask, like, if you could, like, if you went back and told younger you that this is where skateboarding would take you, and you'd be hanging out like the people you are and the places it's taking you, think younger you would believe it, or like be stuck, like be like, damn, for reals?
I would probably kind of like questioned it for sure,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I would have just been like, yeah, I don't think so. Like I don't know if that would really work, because I didn't think of it as that. Like throughout just skateboarding, I never thought of it like, oh, I'm gonna like do something crazy with it.
Yeah.
I just loved doing it while I'm doing it. Like I try to just enjoy what I have while I have it. So just being out with the homies and going out filming, working on projects, having a good time, watching them like benefit or like get hooked up and like get boards and stuff, and then me help out kids working in the shops, or like me getting hooked up from people because I help film like their riders or their homies, or I'm working on projects with them. So I'm like, oh, it's like this is all sick, and getting taken care of, getting blessed, and just being a good person will help you get to the right spots and meet the good people.
You don't have to, and you're probably not going to get rich by being a skateboarder, but
No.
the fulfillment in it, you know, when you meet the people you meet, and like you said, you get to help all these kids out. That's the joy that we get out of this, you know, and it keeps us loving it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah, it's the best. Like, I love just, like, seeing the stoke. Like, seeing everyone just, like, get hyped and, like, see that they accomplish something. Even if it's just, like, a little minor, like, skate goal. Something like that. It's, like, so sick. To,
That's
like,
dope.
the big things of just, like, now I get to, like, film with, like, super rad homies. Or I've filmed in, like, Greg, kickflip front 50 Hollywood, first try. And then Jesus, impossible crooked grind, clipper. And there's like a few other things that I've been filming recently that are insane that are going to be pretty damn good when people see them. So
That's amazing. That's something to be proud
things
of,
like
man.
that are rad. And just meeting the people that I've met that I've like heard so many great stories about. And then now getting to like be friends with them. Like, oh, I have your number. Like if I have a question or if I need to like some help, I got you. Or like they can reach out. So it's cool.
That's rad. Dude, again, this thing went off. All right. Well, we'll just worry about that later. All right. Anything else, guys? Yeah?
Nah.
Well, how about if, who would you like to see next on the show? This would be a Listo question.
We have a
Damn it,
unicorn that
Winston.
said he'd come on if you would come on too.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I was
know.
looking for right there. You know
Yeah.
the name I was searching for.
Yep, I already know you guys are gonna say that you want big tuna.
Big Tuna. We've
Big
been asking
tuna.
him
You
for a
guys want
while.
Alex. So it's gonna be him. The other dude that I would love to see on that would be hilarious is one of my favorite human beings on this planet. Another amazing friend, incredible skateboarder, Jonathan Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
He would be someone that I would be stoked to see on the show. He has some good stories. He's hilarious. He loves food. And he also rides for our shop.
Sick.
But dude's killing it.
That'll be dope, man. We're always welcome to come on the show, man, if they're ready to come on. Any other future goals for you right now?
Just finishing up the shop video. Make this VX video, curry video. That's what we're calling it, the curry vid.
The curry?
Working on it with the homie Elliot, Shawarma Films, and a bunch of other homies. But this is a solid crew that we're working with. Working on that, want that to be good. And then just the couple of parts I'm working on just with Ryan, like his part to be good. And that's like another goal, just get that finished and hopefully keep filming and like get more opportunities after that to help out the homies.
That's dope.
That's pretty much it. Just get more opportunities to help more homies.
I feel like you're heading in the right direction. I mean, you're doing what you're supposed to do and going out when you're supposed to. So just keep it going, man.
Yeah, no, like actually after this, I'm gonna be meeting up with the Curry homies because we're working on some VX footage and trying to get some clips today.
Dope.
And
That's what we like to
unfortunately,
hear.
one of our homies is gonna be moving back home, so that sucks. But this is kind of
Well,
one
you
of our
gotta
last
get-
sessions with him. So
Yeah, so you got to get out there and get some moments there.
yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with him.
Is there anything maybe you want to bring up that we hadn't touched on, or because we do have one more thing before we get out of here? We always like to have you pick a question from the bowl and see what you get.
All right, let's see. I will. Who does someone ask these questions like from you guys, or is it like commentary viewers who-
questions I thought of throughout
okay.
the years. Let's see. I haven't gone through them in a while to see
see
what's
what I got.
left.
If I had a superpower, what would my superpower be?
Okay.
Damn. It was actually kind of funny. There was one, like, I thought of a long time ago. I was like, oh, it was like if I had a superpower, I would want to be invisible. Because I do tend to try to keep to myself for the most part. And just, like, I'll say what's up to people and lurk off into a corner. Or just, like, kind of bail off on my own. Working on that, though, with some great friends of mine. They're getting me outside, being a little bit more social to the normal people that I
Right.
don't see every day. So I appreciate them for that. Love them so much. But I wanted to be invisible before. And then that kind of dream kind of came true because I was in a photo from the homie Justin Crawford.
Oh, shit.
I was filming the homie John do tray flip lip on Valley College Row.
Uh-huh.
That 10 row with the dirt sides. And I was right under him in the photo. But Justin is such a good photographer and Photoshop works magic. So he just removed me from it. So I'm like, hey, I know I'm right there because I did not, like, every single try he tried, I was filming. So I know I'm in that photo. So I became invisible for that moment.
For that moment.
Yeah.
For that photo.
But like, I don't know, an actual superpower. I would probably just want to not have back pain from filming. Or like any sort of back pain from filming. And like ankles work all the time because like my ankles don't work sometimes. There's like, I'll skate different boards. I'll skate either deluxe boards, lovesick boards, or I'll skate Baker boards. Because Baker also.
Do you have a
picks us up
different
at the
board
shop.
for filming? Like different wheels or anything? Or you use
Oh yeah, no,
same
I have a separate filmer board.
Sick.
My filmer board is Crow Tap, like one of the Crow couch boards, like the 9-1.
Yeah.
And then I have Thunder Trucks always. And then I have some Spitfire 60s, like the ADHDs. I think it's like the Ryan Lee wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Have those on the truck, and then just like some riser pads.
Sick.
And like grip is just mob grip.
Yeah, you want to be cruising. You don't want to be struggling when you're filming.
Oh no, you can't.
Yeah.
Especially filming like certain homies that just skate fast and push really quick. You know, like push a lot. No, you gotta keep up.
Keep up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So also, it's like really like playing basketball forever as a kid.
Uh-huh.
My dad would make us do. I love playing defense a lot better than playing offense because I already knew like I'm gonna score, you're not, so I'm gonna beat you. That was my thought always because of my dad. Because like you had to work harder than just like it was easy.
Right.
So we would always do like the wall squats, just lean up against the wall and like legs at 90 degrees and just sit there for however long you could. Like he would just make us do that for at practice, and then like my legs got strong from doing that, thankfully.
Yeah.
So like pushing around filming is a little bit easier than I would assume for other people who didn't do anything like that.
Right.
So thankfully,
You built up your legs for
thankfully
squats.
I like got some decent like thigh strength so I can push and my leg's not gonna get dusted.
That's amazing.
And I also thankfully can push switch. So if
I was gonna
if
ask
it
that
calls
too.
for it, I
Yeah.
will film switch if I need to.
That's amazing. All right. You guys, anything else? You good? All right, dude. Give us your shout outs, man.
Damn. Shout out Stix. Shout out Deluxe for sure. Baker Boys. Those are the homies. Want to give love to definitely Alex Big Tuna. One of the greatest people in my family. Alexa, Stephen. Good homies. Goat. Peralta. Listo, you're not even here, but you too. Ryan, just John, all of the homies that I'm working with. I love all my homies. That's it.
Dude,
Shout
shout
out
out
for
man.
homies.
Dude, that's amazing. And we thank you for coming down, bro. I
Dude, thank you
appreciate
guys for having me. It's
Yeah.
been sick. I know Peralta's kind of told me for quite a minute. He's like, "Oh, I want to have you on the show.
it. You were one of the
And I
guys
was like,
we had
"Yeah,
on. We had
Yeah.
you on the list for a while, but like the timing is everything. When the
Yeah,
time is right,
definitely.
people will come in when the time is right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Also, wait, actually, one more shout out.
yeah,
James Miranda.
he's on the list too.
He is one of my favorite skaters of all time. I can watch him push around like how back in the day people would talk about Gino like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can watch James push all day. And then of course Ziggy. I love you, Ziggy. Good homie, my brother from North Carolina. So
Yeah, that's so
good dude.
cool.
Yeah,
All right.
those are it.
Rudy, you got some shout outs for us?
All the BP homies. Dojo.
The dojo.
The dojo.
The
Yep,
dojo.
everyone
The
at
dojo.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Peralta.
Just shout out to everyone who watches and supports us, man, and then supports all the homies who come on here. It's what we do it for, I wanted to get the homies all on here to tell their story because I always thought all my homies were the sickest skaters.
Yeah, your homies are the best. All of our homies are the best skaters. Gotta support the homies. Also, go support your local freaking skate shop.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Yeah,
All the
for
time.
sure.
Go
Anything
support
else,
them as much as
Peralta?
possible.
Whatever.
Any more shout outs?
Just shout out to everyone who supports us.
Listo for letting me sit in his spot again. For
Yeah.
the second
To
time.
be a couch warmer.
I was couch warmer, yeah.
This is couch warmer, yeah.
Rudy's trying to break the record of most consistent
Yeah.
guest.
He's trying to be the most consistent.
We'll see. Yeah, he's
alternate-
always welcome.
alternate
Everybody's
couch boy.
welcome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then you gave us some stickers as well too. These are pretty
Mhm.
rad.
Hell yeah. Love that little guy.
Yeah.
I'm drawing him forever. Inspired by my dad playing Pac-Man throughout my entire childhood and up until forever. So I love that guy. Drawing him. And got to give some love to the Dodgers. double back-to-backs, which is pretty damn sick.
That's right. You know we like to hear that, Peralta.
Mm-hmm.
He's over there steaming over there.
Oh, Angels.
Yeah, the Angels.
But again, dude, we thank you for coming down.
Of course, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the board. I really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Such a great artist that drew that for the shop, and shout out to your shop. Shout out to everybody that supports you. Shout out to all the filmers and everybody that's doing their thing. Again, we got to shout out to Listo because he's off today. I want to shout out Peralta because you did get some photos in a mag.
Oh yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I made it on some magazine called Pebbles and Weeds.
Dude, sick.
And it was cool to put my homies. Same thing like this. I gave my homies exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Just me shooting photos.
Yeah, that's sick.
It was pretty cool.
There's 2 mags that I filmed the trick that was shot. And it was the Impossible Cricket Grind and the Kickflip Front 50. Obviously, just 2.
Impossible at Clipper?
Yeah, the Impossible Cricket Grind on Clipper. That was a sequence shot by Dan Z in the contents page of an AM Scramble. It was a Nick Matthews cover, I think 2022, maybe March or May or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first one was Craig Rodriguez Kickflip Front 50, shot by Justin Crawford.
Ooh, from the nightclub.
Yep, that's the homie JC. Love you, JC. We have some unfinished business that we got to get back to. We shot that in April of 2021, and it was in the August issue of the Thrasher. And it was the cover with Evan Smith falling over the Bay Bridge, like support rail thing that they had gotten arrested for, but still saved the card to get that clip back. So get that photo, so it wasn't taken away, which is so sick of a story.
That's crazy, dude. Amazing, bro. Two magazines.
Yeah,
you have those magazines, right?
Yeah, of course. I have. I have both of them in the skate shop as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, I grabbed a few copies. I have a few for myself, got a few for the homies, and then in the shop.
Well, dude, like I tell everybody, this isn't one and done. If you want to come back and you can bring those magazines in, we'll take a look at them. Hopefully next time the stream deck is working, because I did want to show your Instagram, but it went off again. So we'll try to figure that out on the next run. But
no worries.
Yeah, so everybody go follow him on the Instagram. Do you have a YouTube as well?
I do, but I don't have, like, I do. It's on there, but on there.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, there's like a couple of little random clips. I think it was the homie Robert who had filmed me. He put something up there. There's like a short video of me probably doing like switch from big or something. I don't know about anything else other than like just probably like single clips or something.
But Stix has a YouTube channel.
Stix has a YouTube channel. That's like stuff that I filmed. I actually do need to start posting some stuff. Just been busy kind of working with all the other homies, finding spots, lurking around, trying to get them clips.
Do you film?
Do you film
Oscar Torres at all?
I filmed with him a couple of times. Our schedules don't really line up too much. Okay. I love Oscar though. He's the best dude.
He's a homie.
Yeah, it's freaking Batman over there, dude.
Yes, sir.
Skate Batman.
Yep.
Dude's the sickest. I love Oscar.
Yeah, he's our homie from the show here as well. So
yeah, Oscar's sick. Shout out to Oscar too. He's the best.
Dude, amazing. Again, dude, like I said, it's not one and done. You're always welcome to come back. Also, Rudy, you can come back again, sit on the couch if you want.
Yeah, another couch warmer.
Again, I want to thank everybody out there for tuning in. Of course, go follow, support everybody, man. Go check out Peralta's magazine, man. Did you have to download that or anything, or?
Yeah, it's like there's a thing called like Lulu, but it's free, so you might just put in your information and then it gives you the e-download. But it's like a 300-page magazine, but it's cool because there's a lot of cool content in there from all these other dudes that did photography, old school skating, and all that. And then like he covers music and stuff like that too in it.
That's sick.
But yeah, shout out to Bud Stratford for that one, and Sean Solomon for hooking me up with that one.
Oh, yes. That's tight. Yeah. Speaking of another magazine, I don't know if you guys have heard of it yet, but Art Bar Mag is run by Ira Ingram and his wife.
Okay.
They are doing their own independent mag. Ira Ingram is Curb Killer. And it's so sick. So if you guys see that mag, go get that. It's a good one. They've made
we'll check it out, man.
2 issues, I believe, so far. It's good.
Maybe we can get an ad in there for our show.
That could be sick. I don't know how that works, but I'm pretty sure they have some contact info. You can hit them up and see what's
good. You know, we'll have to get at least still doing a trick or something. So, But again, dude, I want to thank everybody out there for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you have not already. Go check out our website, wherethelocalsk8.com. We have some. I added a new sticker to the sticker pack. So if you get I got this Laker one right here. So
sick.
if you get a pack, I always throw in a little extra too. So if you
Hell
get
yeah.
a sticker pack, you
My
get a
dad
little
loved the
extra.
Lakers, so this one's such a good one. Thank you.
Yes, and
gonna write on
there's
right on the
also
bottle.
shirts. Also shirts available as well too. So go check it out. Also, if you or you know somebody that wants to be on the show, please hit us up on the Instagram at Where the Locals Sk8. I am OG Skate Show. Till next week. Peace out,
Later,
everybody.
homies. Thank you, guys.
Did I hit the right button? There we go.
There it is.